wonderful people and friends of tomorrow. This is our third episode of our wonderful podcast of the European Solidarity Network. Today you are talking, or you are listening, you're listening to Anton, that voice you might remember from the last episode. But today we have a wonderful new person joining us in the podcast. She's called Roksana, and maybe you can introduce yourself, Roksana, to the wonderful audience. And
Yeah, hello, salam. My name is Roksana. I have done my EBS in Ganja, in Azerbaijan, the beautiful city, and I hope today I will be a little bit talk about my experience.
Wonderful. Thanks for already sharing where you've been. That really sounds exciting. Also, a short recap for those who forgot. I've been to Morawa, which is a small village in Poland, and I've done my voluntary year over there. But today, our very interesting topic will be actually to talk about leaving home, friends, family, and also coming into a local community, and also being part of that local community for a period of time. So we have big questions to answer today, right?
Yes.
So maybe let's start already with the first question. Roxana, you've been to Ganja, you said, Azerbaijan, really far away. How was it for you to leave your family? How was it to leave your friends? How was it?
I need to say my parents, my family, my friends didn't know a lot about Azerbaijan, and that's like me. I didn't know a lot about this country, and looks very exotic. In the high school, we have a book, Polish writer write about Baku. So there are a lot of people knows where is Baku, but not exactly where is Ganja, what is Ganja. I need myself to Google where is Ganja. So I was pretty exciting, but my families, my friends, a little bit worry about me. Where I going, what we'll do there, and a lot of question. And how about you? Because Poland, it sounds less exotic, but still.
I thought it's a Polish person talking there to me. No, for me actually it was really interesting how my friends and family thought about me leaving to Poland, because it's, I'd say, not a usual country to do a voluntary service in. So there's also very little knowledge actually about Poland at least in my friend circle, let's say it like that. And so they were a bit like me. They were curious to what experiences I would be exposed to. And my family, actually, that's quite a funny story, because the place that I've been living at in Poland is a region where my grandmother already lived. So in that extent, my family had already I think they had already been in that region even. So for them, maybe it wasn't even that that exceptional or so, but it was very much supported. So because I quit my studies and then I wanted to do something else. I've also said that last episode, I think. And I think I got very much support from my friends and family to take that time for myself to decide. And also with the decision that I took to go to Poland, I think many of them were supporting me with that decision. I don't know, how was it with you? Did you get support from your friends, from your family to go to Azerbaijan, to Ganja?
I was come back from my Erasmus semester in Turkey. I was doing in Istanbul. So my parents, my families, my friends, they know I like this atmosphere, I like this region, and I really want to discover more. And I see my parents a little bit worried about me because I'm only one child, and even I have 26, I'm 26 or 27, they always like take care too much about me. But yeah, I think so. Even though I worry, they support me. They help me to find the flights. They help me to a little bit money. They gave me a little money for the first, because when you in this program, when you pay for the flight tickets, in my case it was I have to first pay for my cash, and after the program refund me this money. So it was very important. Even the money support for first months was very important for me.
Mm. Could you say that you have, like, I don't know, if I look back, I'm thinking a bit, because now it's already been 3 years almost that I've left to Morawa, to Poland. I'm thinking a bit of what were the main struggles. Did you have like the main struggle of leaving home, or were you like, oh damn, I'm so excited, I want to go somewhere, I want to do the new experiences, I want to be in a new environment? Or did you also have those struggles, like could be as simple as packing bags maybe, or I don't know?
I was a little bit worried how I deal, especially it was my first time in Caucasus. But on the other hand, I just feel very, I love my town, Kłodzko, I love my family, but after my Erasmus student experience, I feel I missed something, and it was traveling. And I was a little bit worried about small stuff, but on the other hand, I was so exciting going to somewhere. But I was so... how to say, I was so worried, I was so, maybe not sad, but when I was in Tbilisi my few first days, because it was another country, another region, I need to get to Ganja, so the people didn't speak English, the Tbilisi is a big city, so yeah, it was a lot of difficulties, but on the other hand, it's help me to support myself. I am more independent, that I'm independent person, and even I'm alone in big city, I can ready. I'm ready. I don't know. It boosts my self-esteem. I don't know how about you, because for my perspective, Poland and Germany, of course, it's a lot of culture difference, but still a little bit similar to each other. Like even the buildings, even the people are more cold, like like distance.
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say so. No, I didn't have really the German village or town experience before, so I can't really say. But of course, I grew up in a German-speaking household. Yeah, for me it was. I felt super comfortable going to a new place because I really wanted to. So I was actually fed up being at home. So I was like, oh, I need to go somewhere like you said, to grow more self-conscious, self-aware, but also grow up a bit, like you said, to go in a random city, a new environment, but also know, okay, I can deal with this myself. I know where I find help. I know where I can ask people to get around. No, but the struggles for me were actually similar. It was this feeling. I don't know if you had this feeling as well. In the beginning, you said it a bit. It was the weird feeling was for me that I came into the place in the palace. I've said it last episode. Please listen to the second one. You can hear more about the wonderful palace that I've stayed in. And it's let's not go too detailed into that. No, but there I arrived and I was a bit. I don't know. I can't really put the feeling into words, but it was the feeling that I knew that I would stay there for a year, and it would become over time my home where I feel very comfortable. Hopefully, that was what I thought in the beginning. And then you're kind of left to the situation. So you're being put into the situation, and then you have to kind of do something about it. And I think that was very difficult for me. And I think I grew a lot more mature, maybe in a way that I grew up. That I started to listen to what I want to do, and to actually learn by the difficult situations that you go through. Often in life, I think it might be like this, that when you go through difficult times, you grow as a person, and your personality grows with it. Can you tell me a bit more about the environment that you stepped in? Because for me, the environment was completely new. I jumped into a village. I'm a town boy, let's say it like that. I grew up in a town, and not in a city, actually. So from city to village, it's a big difference. I don't know how it was for you. The environmental, cultural differences, the different environments.
Oh, I need to say I was a little bit prepared that it will be a huge culture shock, because I was used to in Turkey, a lot of stuff in Turkey was new for me, so I was come to Ganja, and I'm sorry, I was so ignorant, and I thought the Azerbaijan will be like little Turkey. Of course, the people speak Turkish language. Turkish and Azerbaijani, it's the similar language, and Azerbaijani understand more Turkish. Turkish people, like, not so much understand Azerbaijani people, but still it's the same language. But for me, it was like first days. I was at home with my two big friends, Anya and Patrick. They are both Polish, and they was a few days before me. They came to Ganja, so it was like I was coming to family. Like, I was coming to Polish people who take care about me, and Anya and Patrick are a little bit older than me, so I feel like a small sister, and it was very hard to adapt. But it was not like Turkey. It was like some elements was very similar to Poland, or the Poland in the past, like old cars, like looks like old cars, but like Ladas, like kind of the people were warm. They were open for the tourists, for the foreigners in Azerbaijan. So I was the first day or second. I was going alone by park, because I still doing. I like walking alone at the park because it's making me pleasant. But the one boy, and after it became my friend, also that he connected with the organization where I worked, he came to me and asked me, what do you need? What do you, can I help you? Because you're walking alone. It was so me a little bit culture shock, the first culture shock. Because in Azerbaijan, especially in Ganja, I don't say about Baku, but especially in Ganja, the people don't like be alone. Most people like walking together to meet with your friends. So when you're walking alone, especially girl walking alone at the park, it's something different, something not usual. So, and I look so foreigner. So I was like, I felt a little bit like a star, a pop star, because sometimes really during my EBS, sometimes people, friends of my friends, they didn't know me, but they want to make with me photo and put on the Instagram, because I'm foreigner and I work in the youth organization. So when I come back to Poland, I felt so alone because nobody considered me as a star.
I have actually a funny story to that as well, because in Strzegom, so the village, no, the town next to the village I lived in, there was a little skate park, and the skate park was like the spot for, let's say, the people to hang out with, the youngsters to hang out with, like from, I'd say, I don't know, 16 to 20, 22, 20, 23. And usually that was like it was usual that everyone was Polish somehow. And then a friend of mine and I, who both did a voluntary service in Morava, we came to that spot because we got to meet some beautiful people, some friends now as well. And it was similar to your experience. It was like a rock star kind of feeling, because I think maybe it's exciting for them to see different people as well, and to also realize, okay, they don't speak the same language. And funny enough, for me, it was the same way the other way around. I was like super excited, and I was happy to see them. So it was like it was funny moments that we spent there at the skate park in Strzegom. That was funny. You mentioned the language, and I have to say, with me, the language was maybe one of the difficulties that I had coming to Morava, to Poland, because I couldn't speak a word. I could say tak and dzień dobry maybe, but for the rest it was... Would you approve my Polish skills now, Roksana, or no? You understood what I said as a Polish?
Yes.
Tak, yeah, okay. No. So for me, it was very difficult, because all the people that were around me, except for a few, so maybe 3, 4, 5 people, which is already a lot, but the rest didn't speak any language that I mastered. Did you have the similar thing, or did you already, due to your Istanbul experience, had no struggles with the language?
I have a lot of language struggles. First of all, I know a few words in Turkish, like marhaba, afint olsun, ben adım Roksana. This was my Turkish after 3 months in Turkey. And when I came to Kancay, I thought it's a perfect, but the people didn't understand me. And the second struggle was the people thought I spoke Russian. And for example, even I tried to speak like my very, very easy Azerbaijani, like very easy when during my EVS. They answer me or they question me in Russian, and I didn't understand. It was very hard to understand. And it was, I love Russian culture, I love Russian language, but I didn't know this language. I don't know this language. And it's sometimes funny, because in Minia Zawód in Russia, it's what's your name? And one old lady, they because we talk with Anya in Polish in the supermarket at the one's club, a shop. I speak Polish now, shop. And
I understood. I was fine with it. Still some words hanging in my head there.
Yeah, Czorguzel. And she asked me, Kai Zawód. It means what's your name? And in Zawód in Polish, it's the job. So I am volunteer. I'm volunteer. Yeah, I tried to answer to her, but she looked at me I'm crazy person. Or the people just see us, saw us. We are the Russians. So one bus driver, he want to say you need to go another bus. So we didn't say with Anya any words, but he said krasavice. I mean the beautiful in Russia. But because he knows we are foreigner, and when we sometimes gossip about people in the town in Polish, the people look at us and they say Franca, English, German, like they try to guess where we are from. But I think so. It was a struggle because. For example, I have a lot of friends who speak English. I didn't have friends who speak non-English, so it was very barrier. So I think so. It was my struggle. Of course, I have learned Azerbaijani. I'm learning Azerbaijani. But yeah, it was the big struggle of that. It's complicated and a lot of level. Maybe some podcasts we can more deeper in this language barrier.
Yeah, true. That's the whole topic on its own. Coming to looking at the time, I think we're already almost covering our time, so we don't make a 1 hour podcast. But I still have one question, and maybe it's more a hint for other people. What would you say is the one thing you take with from your experience of leaving home and diving into a new cultural world? So what would you say is something that you take with for after that time? Because for myself, I can say that what really had an impact on me was that I needed to openly address myself to a new environment, and then also let myself into the new environment and not block myself. And that's something I think that I really wish to take with to environments where I feel a bit uncomfortable at the moment, but that I say, okay, I open myself to the environment and then I see how it goes. And this is something that I really take with as something that I want to keep keep doing if possible in moments where there's maybe also a seed that can grow into a tree or flower or something. Ooh, poetic tryout. But how is it with you? Do you have something like I'll take that with or something?
Yeah, I have a lot of, and it still have a big impact to my life. Still, it was 2 years ago, but still have a lot of big impact to me. And I say also big words. I say I got a new home. Like, I think so I can come back to Ganja and feel again like home in Ganja.
Yeah. Wow. That are beautiful, beautiful words to, I think, finish this podcast.
Yes.
So, bye, wonderful people. From my behalf, hope to hear you next time with Roksana and someone else.
Yes, do zobaczenia.